the Jonas Brothers opened up for them. I was in second grade, so think about how young they were. No one knew who the Jonas Brothers were.
How old were they, like in 5th grade?
I don't know.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
It's me, Lauren.
It's me, Jamie. Welcome to the What Are We Doing podcast, episode 11, people.
11.
We are rocking and rolling with this thing.
We have got a great episode lined up for y'all. We have a really awesome guest. But before we get into that, we of course want to tell y'all what we did this weekend.
Per usual, we have to. I was not here this weekend. I mentioned that last week. I went to Raleigh with my boyfriend Elijah, and it was good. We saw the fam. I went to my first NHL game. It was so fun. And he went to NC State, so we saw a basketball game with that too. But it was great. I love Raleigh. It was beautiful. Love being back in Sav too, though. So it was good. What'd you do this weekend?
Jamie's back.
This
weekend, I was telling Jamie earlier, like I feel like I had just like some stress going on, and so I just like kind of went ham this weekend. I went out on Friday, and then I went out again on Saturday, and then Sunday I slept, and I actually had a very productive Sunday, so it was good. But I did go to that comedy show that we talked about on the podcast last week, and it was fantastic. So next time we mention an event, you should go, because I can tell you it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we genuinely pick these events with what we would genuinely go to. So you need to check that out. Example A. Before we get into our guests this week, for those of you watching the video version, we have a little different set back here. What is happening, Lauren? Tell us right now.
NÜTRL. Who is she?
Who is she?
Allow me to introduce her. So we have a new product that we are featuring. This is NÜTRL. NÜTRL is a brand new hard seltzer made with real vodka, real juice, and sparkling water. Listen to all of these cool things. It is gluten-free. It's 100 calories, 3.5 grams of carbs, 4.5% ABV, and it has no added sugar. Long story short, this is about as clean as seltzer as you can get. And it's delicious.
Yes, it is very good. We have 3 different flavors. We have watermelon, pineapple, and raspberry. So Lauren and I have cracked open the pineapple one. We have been sharing it, sorry guys. But we are going to do a tasting reel like we have been doing for our cut waters. Now we're going to do it for NÜTRL. So check that out on our Instagram. They're wild. They are spontaneous and crazy.
Yeah, check it out. If you like products that are similar to this, if you've had other seltzers, you've had cut water, you've had long drinks, anything kind of similar, check it out.
Yeah, and we actually, NÜTRL you can find in the liquor stores, any liquor store around here, and they actually were a sponsor of the Pride Bar Crawl this past weekend. So people are already getting their hands on them. Do not miss out. Get a part of it. Become a part of it.
Drink clean, drink delicious.
Do it.
Free idea, NÜTRL. There's your new slogan.
Drink.
Free idea.
Free idea. I cannot. Well, that is NÜTRL for us. Let's get into our guest this week. We do want to do a little, not disclaimer, but it is a little bit heavier of a topic. It's a little sensitive for some people, so just be mindful.
Yes, we have a local woman from a domestic violence shelter on. Yeah. So, we're not out here to make you cry or anything. It's very informative. It's lighthearted. It's good. But just a little heads up.
Yeah, they have a really great event coming up that we want you guys to hear about, but to also hear about what Safe Shelter does. So we are going to go to her in 3, 2, 1.
All right, you guys, we are here with Cheryl Branch. She is the Executive Director of Safe Shelter. Welcome to the podcast, Cheryl.
Good morning. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you. We are so excited to have you. So we'll just dive in. For anyone who might not know, what is Safe Shelter and what do you do?
Well, Safe Shelter is Savannah's only shelter for victims of domestic violence and their children. And we've been here for 43 years. We have 48 beds, which makes us there's only one other shelter larger than we are, and that's in Atlanta.
Wow.
And right now we have in our 48-bed shelter like 64 people. So we have people in a hotel because we're never going to turn anyone away. But I think the main thing is we have a crisis line, 912-629-8888. And in our 43 years, no one in any of our services or programs has been killed by their abuser. And I really believe the reason is because they called that number, they got help, they acted on something. So if anybody listening to this, if you know someone, if you're a victim, you have a friend or somebody at work or a family member, the most important thing is for them to get out. And we have a follow-up, aftercare program for people when they leave the shelter, and then we have the outreach program. You don't have to come in the shelter. If you're in a safe place, you just need a temporary protective order, you can go to the outreach program. So we have lots of options, but the main thing is you have to get out and get some help.
Yeah. And so we've chatted before, and something that I don't know if you know and our listeners might know, but you just touched on it, is the kind of 3 different branches of what all you do. I mean, I would love if you could break them each down for our listeners. It's really cool.
We do have 3 programs. We have the residential piece, and when people come in, as you can imagine, very seldom do they have everything they own. I mean, they have left, and just grabbed what they could. So we have a really nice clothes closet. We provide, literally within reason, of course, everything they need. We get prescriptions filled. If we have school uniforms, school supplies. If the ladies have to have a certain uniform for work, if we don't have it, we'll give them a gift card and they can go out and buy it. There's no set limit to how long you can stay. Usually 90 days is about it because we're an emergency shelter. If you want, when you exit the shelter, you can sign up for the follow-up aftercare program. And that includes 6 transitional apartments, which is a wonderful thing because those are mainly for people that they're on the short list for permanent housing, but they're not quite there yet. So they can stay in transitional for the 6 months, even up to a year, until they get ready to move into permanent housing. And those are furnished apartments, and we give them a big goodie basket when they move in that they can take with them when they leave, and that's all the linens, towels, everything in the kitchen, including the microwave. So basically, they take everything but the furniture. There's a follow-up case manager, Cheryl King, and she does home visits. I never see her because, she was over at the landings the other day. These people were moving into, I think, the marshes, and they had a huge house. They were getting rid of everything. And she had a client in follow-up that had 5 children. They have beautiful furniture now. Everybody has beds, just everything, but that's what Cheryl does. She arranges getting the stuff picked up, taking it to the clients that need it. She has a support group. She provides a lot of emotional well care. Like, I remember one time she had a client that she was really young. She had like 3 or 4 kids. And she was just depressed. She was having a hard time. So Cheryl went over there one day. The kids were in school, and she said, "Come on, we're going out." And she took her, and they walked around the mall. They went out to lunch. And then another day she showed up and said, "Come on," and they went and walked around Lake Mayer. And she kept doing things like that. And it really made a difference because if you don't have family support or any kind of support system, can you imagine all of a sudden you're there with these little kids, you've been through a horrific time, pulling yourself back together. Most of us don't even have to think about that. My family will always be there for me. I will always be there for my family, so it's really, I think the follow-up aftercare program, and this is for 2 years. So I think that just makes a huge difference. I really do. And the people in her program, the recidivism rate is very low as far as people going back to their abuser.
That's awesome.
The outreach program, I was actually hired in 1996. I don't even know if y'all were born yet.
I was.
I was there.
Not yet. 98.
Because my baby was born in 96. 95. So she was a year old when I started. Hello, Amanda. But I started the outreach program, and not many shelters had them back then. And the whole idea was to have a place away from the shelter, which is a confidential location. You have the outreach program, and that's for people that they don't need to come to the shelter, but they need legal advocacy. So they do the temporary protective orders. They literally are with the victim all the way through the whole court system. Even if the victim decides to press charges, they will get her with the advocates and victim witness. They have the assistant district attorneys. They help bridge that gap. So, I mean, going to court for a traffic ticket is terrifying. But can you imagine having to go to court, face the person that abused you, who's going to be cocky, who's going to maybe have an attorney, who's going to try to tear you down? It's horrible. It really is.
Tough.
But when you've got people, your people there, that can tell you, this is what's going to happen, this is what you can expect, it makes it easier. It really does. And I think knowing that, it gives more people the confidence to move forward. Okay, I do think I'm ready to prosecute. I do think I can go through this because I'm not going to be by myself.
Yeah.
And that office also does a lot of community outreach. They have 2 advocates that are bilingual, and they try to do as much outreach into the local Hispanic community as they can. So, I mean, we still have a lot to do. You know, the outlying municipalities, Port Wentworth, Garden City, Tybee. We're making strides to get out into those communities more. Because we just don't hear from people there, and they're all part of our responsibility.
Yeah. I think it's amazing what you guys do, and there's so many different, like you were saying, branches to it, and how you keep helping even years after. Why do you do what you do?
Sucker. No. I give a lot of credit to my father. I grew up in Brunswick, and I had a great family. I didn't realize it. Growing up, I thought everybody's family was like mine. And my dad was just kind of always one of those guys to help out the underdog, you know. He was my hero. I would watch Dirty Harry movies with him, Charles Bronson. It was all about, can I say ass?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Kicking butt, you know.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I let some stuff slip often.
Yeah, I just, you know, I mean, it was just, you know, John Wayne. It was just always, I love those movies. I still watch them, you know. And I remember my grandmother, my father's mother, she drove him crazy, but he loved her. She would, like, buy turkeys, and I'd go with them, and we would go out to these really poor parts of town and deliver turkeys. I mean, she was a social worker, but I didn't know it until I look back on it. So I think, I mean, I was an English major. I was a newspaper reporter for 7 years, but the path somewhere has led me here, and this is where I feel the most comfortable. The thing is, everything we do, it has hope. You know, nobody's going to get help until they take that first step, and somebody has to be there for them. And I like the fact that I have the most wonderful staff ever. And I like being a part of it. I still hear from old clients sometimes. And, you know, I'm doing great. I just want to say hello. And, I mean, can you get any better than that?
No.
I feel like that's very fulfilling at the end of the day.
It is. I mean, it's hard. And you have to realize that you don't change anybody's life. But you can say, I'm going to give you the best of what I can do, and the rest is up to you. And people make choices. And sometimes, you know, I get that phone call, Ms. Branch, I love him. He's found God. He's quit drinking. He's going to AA. He's going to AAA. He's, you know, going to whatever. And all you can do is say, fine, good luck, you know. And then you know you're going to hear from them again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I do want to touch on, I feel like domestic violence is something that people might not, it might not be a very casual conversation, so people might not know, but what kind of people are you helping? Is it all ages?
Everybody. Everybody. I've been there 25 years, and when I work with clients, I had elderly clients, I had kids from SCAD, everybody, and in every economic bracket, I mean, from a woman that was a CEO of her own company to somebody that lived in Fraser Homes and the thing is, when I had clients that were married to wealthy men, in a way it was harder for them. First of all, they were more cut off from the social system. So, they didn't know about a lot of the services out there. Isolation is a big part of domestic violence. It's not just hitting. It's spitting, it's hair pulling, it's stepping on your feet, it's knowing you so intimately that they know how to hurt you the most, to say those things to you. And there's never any remorse or guilt. So after a while you start believing that it must be true. I really must be an ignorant fat pig, and I really must be this way. And you get beaten down to the point that you really you just can't stand up. You can't breathe. And I had clients at the landings that would say the husband would tell her, go ahead, tell somebody, because look who I am and look who you are. And who are they going to believe? Wow. I'll tell them you're crazy. I'll tell them you take drugs. And I'll have the lawyers and I'll get the kids.
It makes me so mad.
But that's literally happening right now as we're sitting here talking about this. It's happening to somebody. Yeah. And every one of those women didn't care about living in that big house in a private community, but they wanted to get out with their kids. And it's easy for me to say, honey, you can hire the lawyers too. You're going to get the kids. But he's got her convinced that she's going to be destitute and no kids.
And so how can people help? Let's talk about this weekend and how that's important for you guys and how people can get involved.
Yeah.
First of all, they can come to the gala. We still have tickets available. We have plenty of tickets available. You can go online, and I promise you, it will be the best time you ever had in your life. It will change your life. It really will. Because you come to our gala and you will be blessed for the rest of the year. Good things will fall your way. It really will be a big deal if you come. And our gala is huge, not only because it is going to be a lot of fun, and I am going to wear a really pretty dress. Nice. Not like you, but it'll be a pretty great dress for me.
You will be the queen. We talked about this before we started recording. You are the queen.
I have to get my tiara shined up. It's kind of, I think it's tarnished. Anyway, the gala is a huge thing for us. Not being able to have it last year, this is our one big fundraiser. Last year, we provided services for 1,303 victims of domestic violence, and that was a low number. We saw less people during the pandemic. I'm willing to bet that number is going to go up at least by 200 or 300 this year. And, we put people in the hotel. Somebody's got to pay for that. Our grants cover specific things. You can't mix that money up. There's no grant for hotel rooms. There's no grant for a client that has to get to work and she has a dead battery or needs a new tire. We're going to take care of that. So that's why the gala is so huge. It has grown over the 13 years that we've been having it. And that's pretty new. For an agency as old as us, we haven't had a signature fundraiser that long. And so at best, the best gala we had, we made over $300,000.
Wow.
So that's huge.
Yeah.
This year's going to be smaller, and that's okay. I think people will be more comfortable. We're not going to have over 300 people at the Palmetto Club. But as long as we have around 200 and they spend an extraordinary amount of money, it'll be okay.
You'll show up.
Hey, that's right. Get out that black card. Let's,
Let's do some business.
let's.
So for people that are hearing about this for the first time or have never been before, what should they expect at the gala?
First of all, it is really a lot of fun. It's we have some amazing auction items. We have a a new auctioneer that I think is going to be absolutely wonderful, Seth Weiner. He's going to be really funny. I mean, he's going to make it a lot of fun. And, of course, we're going to have a wonderful dinner and open bar.
Nice.
And
We're there.
and it's not dressy. It's, little black dress. Men don't have to go out and run a tux. You can wear a coat and tie. And it's just, and I think it's going to be fun because people have kind of wanted to get out and get dressed up again and see each other.
Definitely.
We've all been secluded and tied down for so long. So, and you can go safeshelter.org. We have an online auction right now. You can go ahead and start doing that. You can buy your tickets. You can call me. You can call Catherine Autry. I will come to your house. I will deliver tickets.
The dedication.
Whatever it takes to get you there.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
I'm really excited. So it's this Saturday, the
Yes.
20th?
The 20th. It's 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And it's the Palmetto Club. And before anybody gets confused, it used to be the Plantation Club.
Okay.
So, and everybody knows what that is. And it's just going to be a lot of fun.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want us to know? Anything?
Just that if you don't come, I'll start making harassing phone calls to you.
You
Just
heard it here
kidding.
first.
Maybe.
But is she? I was gonna say. But is she kidding? Oh my
Okay.
gosh, so good. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really did.
I love this. I feel like our listeners have learned a lot, and hopefully they feel inspired to, help and
Yeah.
I hope so.
and check on
Yeah.
their friends if they need it. Everything that I don't know. This is great.
And
Thank
keep
you.
an open mind
Yeah.
because just because somebody seems beautiful and wonderful and has a great life, honest to God, none of us knows what goes on behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think that someone's having a hard time, all you got to do is just say, look, I'm worried about you.
Mm-hmm.
And leave it to them.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure they know that door is open.
Amazing.
On that
Oh,
note,
wow.
thank you
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
I
you.
enjoyed it.
That was perfect. Cheryl is amazing.
She's so good. I could talk to her literally all day.
I know. She's very fun. I love when she was like, "Can we say ass on the podcast?"
Yeah,
Like, yes.
trust me. Yes, you can.
Lauren knows. Anyways, guys, we are going to get into our top stories in Connect Savannah this week. The paper is out, ready for you to read. Grab a copy. Do it. But Lauren's going to kick us off with our first one.
First story, a little bit of music news. Over 30 bands are coming to Savannah for Savannah Stopover next March. So we mentioned this a little bit. We had heard that Savannah Stopover was returning post-COVID, but we haven't really gotten any details. So now we have a couple headliners for you and some news, specifically if you're a local band. So the Savannah Stopover Music Festival has announced that more than 30 bands will play at the Georgia State Railroad Museum in 2022. There will be 5 different stages and tickets are on sale now. Headliners include indie rock star Soccer Mommy, fan favorite band of Montreal, and alt country band American Aquarium. So Savannah Stopover will be booking local bands to perform. So ears open if you or a friend of yours, whoever, has a local band. Anyone interested has to apply online by December 15th. And if you're interested in volunteering with the festival, you can get more information online at savannahstopover.com.
Yeah, multiple different dates to keep in mind.
Yeah, this is like a whole weekend of things. I think it's 2 days, right? Yeah. So really cool. If you go to the website, you can see some aerial shots of the stages. It looks like it's gonna be really cool. I've never done this. I don't know. I don't think I lived here whenever it was going on. Yeah, I think that by the time I circled back to March, it was COVID world. So
Yeah, I moved here mid-COVID, so I have no idea.
No chance
I'm
for
still
us.
kind of learning Savannah, I guess, in a way. But we were saying, I guess I was saying to someone last week, and I was sharing with you earlier, that one thing that I love so much about Savannah that I find very unique is how everyone supports local.
Yeah.
So it's so emphasized in every event and everything that they're doing. So I think it's really cool that local people can be a part of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And me and Jamie were just talking before we started recording, whenever you go to a major music festival, the first, couple acts are smaller people from all over the place. And
Right.
it sounds like this is going to be all local acts ahead of these headliners, which is really cool.
Yeah, so December 15th, they got to apply by.
Must apply by December 15th.
Keep that in mind. So a little less than a month, I think by a few days. So definitely keep that in mind. Write down that date, do that. That is really That's very fun.
I have a music festival confession while we're here.
Oh.
So one of my biggest regrets in life involves a music festival. Post Malone was on the Buku lineup circa, it had to be 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't quote me on this. Early before his career really popped off, he performed in New Orleans at this festival I was at like 3 in the afternoon. And like he had a big crowd, but I didn't know who he was because he hadn't popped off yet. And so I told my friends, let's go get some like food. We can miss this Post Malone character. And now I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
I could have seen young, pre-famous Post Malone. Oh.
It is always so funny to think back to concerts that you've gone to. Like, I remember specifically in 2nd grade, I went to an Allie and AJ concert. I kid you not, I remember that very vividly. My friend Courtney and I went. And the Jonas Brothers opened up for them. I was in 2nd grade, so think about how young they were. No one knew who the Jonas Brothers were.
How old were they, like in 5th grade?
I don't know. Like, they literally must have been, if I was in 2nd grade, they must have. Nice. Anyways, that was the same car, I think, from earlier. Actually, that's hilarious. Anyways, park your car. But no, they must have been in middle school or something. I know, baby Jonas Brothers. Isn't that funny?
Oh my God.
Anyways, before we get off on a tangent here. But yeah, I mean, I feel that on a spiritual level. I understand.
Yeah. So all that to say, go to Savannah Stopover because some of these people are going to pop off.
Yeah, seriously.
Odds are there.
Odds are there. Next for you, as some of you know, or most of you know, that Read Connect Savannah, we have a story, or rather an article from Jesse Blanco every week with Eat It and Like It. This week he talks about some local Thanksgiving meals. Yeah, I feel like we may be so used to having home-cooked meals, but sometimes people eat out. So here are a few suggestions for you. The first one, we have Erica Davis, Low Country. He says that they have turkeys, hams, Boston butts. Interesting. With your choice of 9 sides, he says the Brussels sprouts, done. That's what you need to get. That is what you need to get from Erica Davis, Low Country.
Yum.
Second one, we've got Cohen's Retreat. Jesse says that he's a big fan of Chef Will Harrington for a long time now. He's a Georgia boy who loves to draw in some of the secrets from his grandma's recipes. So you know that is going to go well.
Grandma recipes.
It's going to be great. Yeah, I know. You can't. They're unmatched. They are it.
Yeah.
They are it. Number 3, we have J. Thomas Kitchen. They bill themselves as downtown food, but without that downtown price tag, which for some of us balling on a budget,
Present.
us, here, raise my hand, that is really great for some people. They are Wilmington Island's most famous neighborhood eats restaurant. As Jesse says, I'm quoting all of this from him. I've not been there yet. I need to go. But their menu is pretty extensive, including a French toast casserole, which sounds amazing. The last one we have for you is Fork and Dagger Latin Diner. Brian and Sky have been doing traditional Thanksgiving sides for years, so they are experienced. They will be doing a special orders for people, but they also apparently have the best cheesecake in Savannah.
Yum.
Yum. I know, very yum. So those are some 4, hey, if you want to support local, 4 local businesses that you can support. Get your Thanksgiving meals. If you don't feel like dirtying the dishes and doing all that work yourself, get it from there. Jesse Blanco was telling you those are the places to hit. And we have a few more of his suggestions also, so pick up a copy of Connect to read a few of those other ones. But those are our 2 top stories for you this week. And next week we'll have more Thanksgiving content.
Oh, yes. We're going to be talking about all of our favorite Thanksgiving stuff, all the weird things that people eat on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, our
we'll dive
faves
into
of
it.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, but we don't want to spoil that yet. We should get some turkey hats for next week. I'm just saying. Now, into
Jamie.
Oh,
hold on.
what?
Just hold on, Jamie. I just. Jamie,
God.
I just. This is too long. Jamie?
I hate you.
Jamie, what are we doing?
What are we doing, Lauren?
What are we doing, Jamie?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Our favorite
Every
segment.
week. My gosh.
What are we doing? We're here to give you our weekend rundown.
Yes.
So we will kick this off with Thursday, the 18th. What are we doing? Shindigs presents Boots and Scoops. So Shindig Savannah will be teaching people to line dance and Texas two-step Thursday night at the Clyde venue on MLK. There will be games, food, and caramel apple ice cream. This event starts at 7 and lasts until 10.
We know my sweet tooth is insane. I will be there.
Get on some boots.
Oh my gosh.
Get scooting.
So Get scooting in your boots. Next, for Friday the 19th, we have the 2021 Festival of Trees at the Sonesta Resort on Hilton Head Island. So a little bit of a drive, but we want to reach to our people in HHI.
And the Christmas spirit knows no boundaries.
Yes, there is none. We are ready, people. We are kicking it into gear. So that is starting at 6 p.m. Pretty much the lobby of the resort is going to be full of Christmas trees, all different sizes, all different colors, and they also have themes to them, which is really cool. So you can go and see those starting this Friday through December 4th. They'll be on display and very fun. You can actually purchase one of those trees for your own home, and all the proceeds will go to a local school on Hilton Head, which is really cool. So we're getting in the Christmas spirit and also giving back to the community at the same time.
Love it.
Check that out on Friday. That is kicking off. Second one we have for you. JW Savannah Plant Riverside District grand opening. We know that they had been doing stuff for a little while now, but all the buildings are finished. So we are doing it all. All the buildings are done. So this weekend, it's going to be a lot of different family fun events. They are the entertainment district, so they never fail with having a lot of fun. It's going to kick off on Friday at 11 a.m. As I mentioned, going through the weekend, featuring live music, street performances, fountain and laser shows, firework displays, and more. They always do it up.
They're always partying, and I feel like I jive with Plant Riverside because, like, they seem like there's always a party, and then they somehow still come up with another reason to have a theme.
Always.
Which
Always.
I love. They're like, we've been open for a while, but now we're really, really open. Everything's open. We're having a party. I like that energy.
Yeah, so do not miss out. You can bring the kids, too. They always are very kid-friendly, which is awesome. It's not just for the adults, for the kids also.
That will be fun.
Yes, last one we have for you on Friday is the 32nd annual Christmas Made in the South at the Savannah Convention Center. So this has been going on for a while. Come and support local, featuring unique makers, outstanding art, unique gourmet food, diverse entertainment, handmade designs, everything. So, you know, time to do that holiday shopping. We mentioned that we're going to be talking about a lot of those, we feel, within the next few weeks. So
just a big holiday market is such a dream.
It is.
You want to get in the Christmas spirit, just walk into that place.
I know, seriously, like,
Oh, I love it.
I need to do that. Next up,
looking ahead to Saturday the 20th, Paint and Pour from 12 to 2. Southbound Brewing Company and Muse by Tracy will host Paint and Pour. This is exactly what it sounds like. Drinking while painting. Tickets are $40, and be sure you wear old clothes and bring something you can fit 2 6x6 tiles in, because that is what you will be actually painting on.
yeah, I actually looked her up on Instagram, and they're really cool. I feel like for a lot of these, you sit there and you're painting canvases, but this is more so painting on tiles. Like, she's painted shelves and coffee tables and different things like that, and the colors are really cool. So I think that's exciting. It puts a little twist on it, you know, no secrets. Drinking and painting.
Look, nothing gets
stress
your
reliever.
creative juices flowing.
Yeah, flowing.
Like a beer from Southbound.
Yeah, true.
Whatever. Okay, also happening
works.
Saturday is Fondue and Brews. Another opportunity to have a great beer. The Melting Pot and Coastal Empire Brewing Company are teaming up for a night of cheese and beer.
So good.
What a dream. I can think of literally nothing I would rather do on a chilly day than just some fondue and a nice beer. Oh my gosh. There's going to be fondue appetizers, and they're going to have them perfectly paired with beer flights starting at 5 p.m.
That is so good.
Check it out. Also happening Saturday night is Lone Wolf Sketchbook opening reception. So Lone Wolf Lounge is holding a reception for local illustrator Nono Flores and her new gallery exhibition called Lone Wolf Sketchbook. So this reception will be held from 7 to 9 p.m. on Saturday in Lone Wolf's Cobra Room.
Cool. Right around the corner from here.
Little art activity for you to go see.
Very nice. That is Saturday for you. Last one, we got Sunday, the 21st, Pups and Trucks, people. Oh my God, I love animals so much. From 11 to 3 on Sunday, as mentioned, local pet rescues will be at Skidaway Island State Park with adoptable dogs, local vendors, and a few of Savannah's best food trucks. So you got food, vendors, and adorable dogs for you to adopt. That is amazing. I mean,
Maybe
what could be better?
I changed my answer. Maybe there's nothing I would rather do on a fall crisp day
Yeah,
than
maybe
food
that.
trucks and dogs.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and you can see the local artists. You can get some pet supplies, some dog treats. What could be better? Oh my gosh, bring your pup or get a pup. Either one. It is a season for giving. Adopt someone a dog for Christmas.
Adopt someone a dog. Don't tell them. Just get them a dog. Congratulations.
Just see how it goes.
You have a dog.
Last one we have for you is drag brunch at Moon River Brewing Company. We love a good drag brunch. So Club One and Moon River are putting on a drag brunch this Sunday at 12 p.m. Guests will enjoy Moon River's breakfast buffet, yum, a full bar, a specialty beer list, and a fabulous, fabulous show.
Oh my God.
Entertaining.
Drag brunch, they have been everywhere, but you had me with this one at breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
I love a buffet, period, and if it's just
Breakfast, oh my gosh. So good. There is nothing like breakfast, even if you have breakfast for dinner. I mean, just, it always is so good. But you can check out Facebook for those tickets. So
dreams do come true.
we sound like Walt Disney or something.
I know. So as usual, we do want to shout out our partner, Starlin Yard, and see what they have going on this weekend. I have torn my paper to spit a piece of gum in it, so I'm going to borrow Jamie's script here.
Real quick.
Happening here at Starlin Yard on Thursday, November 18th is the Low Country Farm Fest. So this is a benefit for the Forsyth Farmers Market, and it is hosted by Hustle and Blow, which, fun fact, is the only green salon in Savannah.
Really cool.
Who knew? Fun facts all around. Also happening that night, there's going to be live music from Drucker, pop-ups with Balance Mobile Spa, Ember and Element, Laughing Tansy, and Lightfoot Company. So check this out. It sounds like it's going to be a really cool night from 6 to 9 p.m.
Yeah. That is on Thursday. Then we're going to jump forward to Wednesday, the 24th. We've been mentioning their Harry Potter series that they have been doing throughout October and November here at Starlin Yard, but the last one is happening on the 24th. From 7 to 9, they are going to show Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Very exciting. I know they have all their flags up here. You guys can't see them if you're watching the video version, but they've got their flags, hanging candles. They really do it all out here. But they have some butter beer, alcoholic and non-alcoholic version potion shots. Very good. And one thing they also do want to mention, Starlin Yard is closed on Thanksgiving, people. Do not try to come here because they will not be here. So you cannot be here.
Normally I say, show up, but do not show up.
Do not show up.
Do not.
We are advising you otherwise. They usually post a lot of their stuff on social media with some more details. And speaking of social media, follow the podcast, obviously, on YouTube and Spotify. This comes out every Wednesday. That is a change that we have made. So you wanted it on Wednesday, it's coming out on Wednesdays. Get all your weekend happenings. So that will be happening. And you can also follow us on Instagram at What Are We Doing Sav. And also follow Connect Savannah at Connect Savannah. We are so close to 10,000. Please help us get there.
Get us there.
Yeah.
As always, thank you so much to Starlin Yard, and thank you for our sponsor, NÜTRL.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for supporting the What Are We Doing podcast.
Yeah, thank you guys for checking in, listening, watching, whatever you are doing. And please make sure to share this also.
Share it to your story, share it to your Facebook feed, whatever.
Yeah, and I think
You're
we were
listening.
saying comment a turkey.
Yeah, comment a turkey to get us all excited for Thanksgiving next week.
If you've made it to the end of this
Gobble,
episode,
Sorry.
gobble gobble. Comment a turkey on our Instagram post. We always post when the episode is out. So, thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week for Thanksgiving.
Have a great weekend.
Mwah. Bye guys.